No matter what women say, they live to be objectified. I don't want to fuck your degree. What else can you offer me besides sex? I don't want to fuck your personality either. Women want all the accolades of being the boss without any of the responsibilities.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 559th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the market. Be hyper-productive and laser-focused for hours with zero crash and zero jitters. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 7. We are streaming live to YouTube, Twitch, OK, VK.RU, and Twitter. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is February 21st, rather, of 2020. Happy Friday. It is good to have you guys in today. The weekend is here, and as usual, it's going to be a very busy weekend for me. I'm going to break in my new bowling ball a couple of times on the lanes. I'm actually going to be hitting the lanes right after the show today. I'm going to come home and get some cardio in, pick up with my weights tomorrow. I've got the fight tomorrow night between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And, oh, by the way, I'm going to be doing a post-fight show with Ed Lattimore right after the fight. I'm actually going to be doing a pre-show call-in, Q&A. We're going to talk about the fight. I'll take you guys as calls if you guys are interested. And then after the fight, Ed Lattimore and I are going to do a show together. We actually did a show after the first Wilder-Fury fight back in December of 2018, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got the weekly webinar that I do for my $55 patrons on Sunday. And of course, I'll be lifting weights and training and all that. So busy, yet productive weekend for me. Be sure to get your hands on my ebook, 16 Ways to Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. All you have to do is subscribe to my email list and the book is yours. Just go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter. Again, that is donovansharpe.com/newsletter. And again, guys, those of you who are a part of my email list, you guys know that I'm not one to blow up your inbox. I don't send you a bunch of junk emails just for the sake of sending emails. I only send you emails that are important. As a matter of fact, I can't really remember the last time I sent an email to my email list. So who knows? Who knows when the next time will be? Okay, let's get right to it. About a week ago, I got an email from Rico. Rico is a viewer of mine. Big fan of the show, telling me about a friend of his who got dumped after his girlfriend lost weight. And if you're looking at your screen, you see the email there. It says, Donovan, I have a buddy whose long-term girlfriend dumped him after she lost weight. So I looked up some things, came across this article, and found out this is a phenomenon. 85% of marriages, he continues, where the women get weight loss surgery end in divorce. Apparently, he says, this is common knowledge for all doctors, so much so that they actually make it a part of, quote, pre-surgery counseling. Basically, these women get surgery, lose weight, and divorce the men that loved them when they were bigger, they cheat, etc. This proves, he says, that even fat women are hypergamous and kills the not all conversation. Now, Rico sent a couple of links. One link is to a forum that discusses obesity and destroyed marriages because of weight loss surgery. And that's an interesting, very interesting message board to have. The other link is an article that talks about it talks about the fact that 85% of marriages divorce after one of the spouses gets weight loss surgery. So I'm going to be talking about both. But before I get started, I'm going to repeat something that I have said again and again on my show with regards to helping your women lose weight. A man's first mistake when he decides he wants to help his girl lose weight is committing to a fat girl in the first place. There is nothing wrong with fat girls, guys, but you should not be committing to them. Number one, if you're committing to overweight women, you are a low-value male who has very few options, if any. Number two, overweight women are not sexually attractive. And when women see you with an overweight woman, your sexual market value decreases even more. And number 3, she will never get thin. At least not for you, she won't. Guys, listen. When you commit to a woman, okay, what you have done is you have told her that there is nothing she needs to improve herself, right? She's already gotten what she wants for nothing, so why should she put in the work to get something she's already getting for free, for nothing? But Donovan, Devon's always trying to improve herself for you. Yes, she is. And for this reason, right? Actually, reason number 1. Here's why she does this. I made my expectations very clear before I committed to her. I told her that she's going to work out, she's going to keep her body tight, and she's going to work to stay sexually attractive to me. She knew that this was expected of her. So when I hire her a personal trainer and put a gym in our garage, she happily complies because she knew this was part of the gig going in. And number 2, Devon knows that if she doesn't remain sexually attractive to me, she's the fuck up out of here. She and every other woman is acutely aware that time is not on her side, guys. Listen, Dev's 36. Don't get it twisted. She's still sexy as hell. Those of you guys who follow me on Instagram know that Devon is a hottie. But let's be honest, she doesn't look like she did when she was 26. On the other side of that coin, I look a hell of a lot better now at 42 than I ever did at 22. Dude, I look better at 42 than I ever did at 32. And every other woman, including Devon, are aware of this as well. But the average man doesn't make his expectations clear to his woman. This is why wives gain 30 pounds a year throughout the marriage. They don't have an incentive nor the direction from their husbands to lose weight and to stay in shape. So if and when your overweight girlfriend or wife ever does lose the weight, it is never for you, guys. When and if the weight comes off, she's out the door because her sexual market value is now higher. Well, what if your sexual market value is higher then and higher now? She wouldn't leave then, would she? You bet your ass she would leave. I don't care how high you think your sexual market value is, guys. Your soon-to-be ex knows you committed to a low-value, overweight woman. Women want men that other attractive women want. You wanted her when she was a fat ass, and as great as it was for her to be getting dick and commitment as a fatty, in the back of her mind, she knows that if you could get a thinner girl, you would have. For this reason, she always knows that your sexual market value is low, and women aren't attracted to low SMV men regardless of how low their SMV is. If you commit to an overweight female, you are 100% low value. And if her sexual market value goes up, she's out the door regardless of how much you improve yourself. Fat girls can say whatever they want about how beauty comes in all sizes and shapes. They know they're wrong. And they show this by bouncing like a bad check when they lose a bunch of weight. So if your overweight girlfriend gets a gym membership out of the blue, or maybe floats the idea of weight loss surgery to you, guys, she's already got one foot out the door. You will never enjoy her when she loses weight. She's not losing weight for you. She's losing weight for them, as in other men that are not you. Now, the reason why women leave their boyfriends and husbands when they lose weight is simple. They now have more options. That's it. When she was overweight, she didn't have many options, and the options she did have were very poor options. Guys, we talk all the time about how even fat girls are sluts, but the guys they're fucking aren't select men. They're not high-value men. Fat girls aren't fucking high-value guys. They're fucking low-value, run-of-the-mill, low-quality, thirsty dudes who have just enough desirability to sleep with after 17 tequila shots. But the more weight she loses, the higher the quality her options become. And with higher quality options comes an increased sense of self-worth and self-confidence. That includes sexual self-confidence. Guys, you put all those things together, and it is a mystery to me as to why people are always surprised that wives and girlfriends who lose a bunch of weight end up leaving their husbands and boyfriends. They're always shocked. If a woman has more options at the end of a relationship than she had at the beginning of a relationship, she will end the relationship. That is all there is to it. And this is why they leave their significant others. So let's take a look at this article entitled Divorce Surgery. It was posted on medicalbag.com. Looks like it was posted back in November of 2018. Looks like it was written by a Pierre Manzo medical doctor. And again, a big thanks goes out to Rico for submitting these articles. This is really, really good content here. I'll also be opening up the phone lines a little bit later to get you guys' thoughts as well. Over the last several years, the article starts, bariatric surgery has gained significant traction as a treatment for obesity. I have seen this result in many success stories for patients struggling with obesity. Although bariatric surgery is just one of our tools in this struggle, it is a highly effective one, particularly for people who undergo gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve procedure. These highly effective procedures generally result in a landslide of weight loss. However, while no surgery is risk-free, bariatric surgery comes with particular serious risks. For one thing, this kind of surgery starts with a patient population where obesity itself can lead to comorbidities. Comorbidities? Never heard that word before. Obese patients are also more prone to pulmonary embolism because of increased venous stasis. But there is another, quote, side effect, the author says, of bariatric surgery, one that may seem to be an odd result from the procedure. This is funny that they think it's an odd result. This is how lost people are. Throughout the years, it continues, I have noticed that my patients who undergo successful bariatric surgery seem to get divorced at a higher than average rate. It would have to be pretty high to be noticeable given that the US divorce rate is about 50%. In fact, he continues, review of the literature reveals that the rate of divorce after bariatric surgery now may be as high as 75 to 85% in the first 2 years after surgery. If the bariatric patient was obese prior to the relationship, then the risk of divorce is even higher. I suspect, he says, that the cause for this meteoric divorce rate is multifactorial. Often with significant weight loss comes increased courage, self-esteem, and self-confidence, and improved overall health. This more positive sense of self might be just the boost someone who is in a poor marriage needed to leave the relationship. On the other hand, bariatric patients who were in a good relationship before the surgery are more likely to happily adjust to the results of the radical medical weight loss. Let me just stop right there and tell you guys right now that this is 100% bullshit. It makes not one bit of difference whether or not a woman was in a good marriage or a bad marriage. As soon as she loses the weight, she is the fuck up out of there. And it's not because she's a bad person or a bad wife, guys. I know a lot of us would like to think that. No, it's because she's a woman. And a woman's sexual imperative is dictated by her hard drive, her biology. She is a slave to her biology no matter how much she wants to deviate from it. The set in stone, gospel truth, titanium, ironclad rule of hypergamy states that a woman will always consolidate on the highest value men available to her regardless of relationship status. And any woman watching this would be quick to say, well, Donovan, I would never leave my husband if I were hotter than I am now. I love him very much. And you want to know something? I believe you. I believe that you want to believe that you aren't like every other woman out there. But sweetheart, ladies, you cannot deprogram yourself of this software no matter how much you would like to. Listen, man, I get that women would love to think that they love unconditionally. I get it. I get that women would love to think that they're capable of real loyalty to a man. But that's just not how it is. A woman cannot deny her biological imperative in this regard any more than I as a man can deprogram myself to like beautiful women with big tits, flat stomachs, and shapely asses. It simply cannot be done. So for this article to suggest that women in healthy marriages, healthy relationships, stick around after their SMV goes from a 5 to an 8 is very cute, but very wrong. Let's continue. Based on these findings, he concludes, it seems that it would be helpful for prospective bariatric patients if their pre-surgery counseling included education regarding potential marital stressors that may occur in the wake of weight loss surgery. Also, during the first 2 years, post-surgery healthcare providers should be prepared to offer marital counseling referrals. Gentlemen, let me reiterate this. A woman's hard drive cannot be reprogrammed to be aroused by men who give their commitment to low SMV women. Guys, no amount of marriage counseling, pre-surgery counseling, post-surgery counseling, none of that can undo millions of years of biological programming and evolution. Again, I get why they're saying this, because we'd all like to think this, but anyone watching this right now knows this is not true. Okay, let's move to the next post that Rico sent on this message board. This is actually quite sad, but this is how it goes. Let me tell you my story, he says. My wife had gastric bypass surgery in November of 2007. I completely supported her decision to go this drastic route due to her high blood pressure, sleep apnea, extreme fatigue with physical activity, and her extreme displeasure with her looks. She is 5 feet, 2 inches tall, and was at that time 230 pounds. This poor guy, this poor clueless sap, actually thought his wife wanted weight loss surgery because of her high blood pressure, her sleep apnea, and his fatigue. Guys, his wife didn't give a damn about any of that stuff. She got weight loss surgery only because she didn't like the way she looked, and she knew that she didn't have the discipline to lose the weight on her own. Gentlemen, women don't do anything for their health. They don't. They don't care about their health. They don't give a shit about it. They drink too much, they do hard drugs, and they have unprotected sex with random men all the time. The only reason they lose weight and eat healthy is not to be healthier, it's to become hotter. Do you think Instagram models stay healthy for their health? Get the fuck out of here. If you offered 10 women a pill that would instantly make them hot, instantly make them a physical 10 on the outside, but have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and heart disease, it'll make you hot on the outside, perfect 10 on the outside, right? But on the inside, high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease. Guess what, guys? 15 women would show up and fight for those 10 pills. This man's wife had a slew of health problems, but the only number she cared about were 5, 3, and 230. Let's continue. Her post-op course went without a hitch physically, but mentally and psychologically, over the following months, she became more cold and harsh. The intimacy in our marriage suffered related to the tension growing between us. Each time I attempted to discuss issues or feelings I was having, which is always a mistake, never discuss your feelings with your wife or girlfriend, what the fuck? Every time I attempted to discuss issues or feelings I was having, a typical response from her was to ignore it or simply tell me that I was too sensitive. Good for you, wife. Good for you. Listen, wives, girlfriends, if your boyfriend or husband's being too sensitive, tell him, shut the fuck up, you're being too fucking sensitive. Grab your balls and tell me to shut the fuck up. Eventually, he continues, she began spending more time out in the evening with the girls, which I supported fully, backed with the unending trust that she had built during our 19-year marriage. She was fat. Of course you trusted her. Who is she gonna bang? The milkman? The non-existent milkman? Exactly 1 year after her surgery, he says, after losing over 110 pounds and looking fabulous, she came to me and explained that she no longer loved me, admitting that during the preceding few months had very much enjoyed the company and attention of other men and wanted to be free, young, and wanted to play and be with other men. Of course, this was devastating, he said, and I spent the next couple of months trying desperately to win her back, blaming myself. I still love her very much, he said, and wanted our life back together. Unfortunately, that is never to be. She has taken a steady boyfriend and enjoys living the life of a single woman on the town, even though we are still married. In parentheses, he puts, however, not for much longer. We have 3 children who now have been shoved to the back of her priority list behind her new life and boyfriend. All this from the former PTA mom who would have walked through the fire for her kids and devoted wife. I really don't know who this new person is, he says, and quite frankly, she's not someone who I care to get to know. Gastric bypass surgery destroyed my marriage. I'm sharing this story, he says in conclusion, in hopes that I can spare someone else from the same fate. I still believe that gastric bypass is a good choice for some. However, I strongly suggest personal and marriage counseling long before and long after your surgery. Please don't end up like me, he pleads. Don't take anything for granted. I truly believed that the bond we had could truly survive any test. I was dead wrong. Don't think, he says, this can't happen to you. That's exactly what I thought. The fact that this dude truly believes that marriage counseling would have saved his marriage speaks to the gross lack of awareness among today's men about the true nature of women. This is exactly why I do what I do, guys. Now, some women might be watching. They might be thinking, okay, Donovan, you have a point. But a man who lost a bunch of weight would also leave his wife. I wouldn't blame him for doing so, and you shouldn't blame her for doing the same. And to that, I would say, number one, I don't blame his wife for leaving. I say this all the time, guys. If I get fat, if I lose my drive to succeed, if I became undisciplined, if I got soft, Devin has every right to dip like a video vixen. I know her love for me is 1,000% conditional. And trust me when I tell you, she knows that it's reciprocated. Number two, yes, a fat man married to a fat woman loses weight would 100% leave his wife. You're getting no argument from me there. But here's the difference between men and women in these situations. You see, as men, we understand that if we're fat and out of shape, that we don't deserve fit and beautiful women. Fit, beautiful women aren't attracted to fat guys, and that's all there is to it. We understand it, we don't complain about it, and we don't believe that we're entitled to any woman just because we have a cock and balls. We know that if we want hot girls, we need to hit the gym, stack money, and learn game. We get it. That's why the red pill community exists. Women, on the other hand, are completely the opposite. Women believe that they deserve the best men out there, regardless of their weight. They believe that they are entitled to the highest quality men, no matter what they look like. Now, the reason they believe this is because the world tells them this. The bullshit body positivity movement, fat acceptance, and beauty at any size, all of that has warped the female mind and has convinced it that even though fat, slovenly men don't deserve fit, beautiful women, fat, slovenly women deserve fit, hot guys. Take a look at your screen, guys. Take a look at your screen. And for those of you listening to the audio or on the replay, what I'm showing is a picture of an overweight woman in a blue dress with the caption, quote, "Plus-sized women admit they're not attracted to overweight men." This picture speaks to the gross double standard that is applied to overweight men and overweight women. Number one, of course plus-size women aren't attracted to overweight men. Nobody is. Just like nobody's attracted to fat girls. And number two, notice how they call them plus-sized women and call the men overweight men. Do you see how they change the terminology when it comes to sexes? So a 300-pound woman is plus-sized, but a 300-pound man is overweight? But again, we as men, we understand that if we want access to fit, beautiful women, that we need to get fit ourselves. But plus-size women don't think they have to change anything to be attractive to high-value men. Now, part of the reason for this is that even fat girls can get laid, right? But what women of all shapes and sizes fail to understand is that just because a man wants to fuck you doesn't mean he wants to commit to you. Girls always make the egregious mistake of conflating sexual attraction with relationship attention, and the two are mutually exclusive from one another. Men know this, women do not. And because women don't understand this distinction, they don't have an incentive to lose weight. Their subconscious tells them, well, shit, if I'm getting dick here at 246 pounds on the regular, then really getting into a relationship should be easy. The result is overweight women not doing what's necessary to become attractive to attractive men because they think they don't have to. They can get all the dick they want, then wonder why they're single at 38 and 337 pounds. I shout out the super chats, pardon me. I shout out the super chats, answer premium chat members' questions and comments, and I open up the phone lines to get your thoughts on the article and the married man situation on the other side. We'll be right back. Gentlemen, if you want the blueprint on how to mold and shape a woman into exactly what you want and need, you need to get your hands on my 7-hour 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. This is 7 hours of rock-solid intel on how to build a female brick by brick into the kind of woman you want and need. Part 1 deals with the vetting process. I teach you how to select the right candidate by telling you what to look for and, more importantly, what not to look for in a woman. Part 2 deals with the training process. I take you step by step through the procedures that prepare a female for what it's like to be in a relationship with a man like you. I educate you on setting the tone early in order to reduce and possibly eliminate any and all behaviors that could potentially cause trouble in your relationship down the road. In Part 3, I instruct you on how to set and enforce boundaries and expectations. I teach you how to be direct when communicating your expectations in such a way that leaves nothing to interpretation. Part 4 will cover the sexual side of your relationship, how to dominate her sexually, and how you can make yourself unforgettable to her even if you're not the most well-endowed lover she's ever been with, will be discussed extensively. I will also teach you the ins and outs of deep conversion game, which is the art of verbally and physically dominating her body, her mind, and her soul. And finally, Part 5 will teach you how not to sabotage your relationship, how to maintain it, and what to do on the off chance that your woman gets out of line or out of pocket. Now, it's very important for you guys to understand that this course is based on personal experience. I'm not giving you guys hypotheticals or theories. These are techniques I use in my own relationship to this day, and anyone who follows me has seen that my techniques work and work well. Now, this isn't a cheat code or a magic bullet either, guys. This course isn't a turn her into the woman you've always wanted using this one weird trick, or how to make any woman your sexy, submissive sex slave with these 3 magical phrases. No, that's not what this is. So if that's what you're looking for, keep your money. To train a woman to look, act, and submit like a woman should takes time, hard work, consistency, and maintenance. If you are willing to put in the work, go to donovansharpe.com/courses to get your hands on the only relationship guide that actually works by the only man who has shown that it works. Again, that's donovansharpe.com/courses. The link is in the description. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for sticking around. You guys are watching the 559th edition of TSR Live, presented by Gorilla Mind Rush. DonovanSharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush. If you'd like to get your hands on my premium content, become a patron. Access to the entire archive from episode 1, audio versions of The Daily Show, which can be played at different speeds and downloaded to your device for your convenience, and weekly webinars hosted by myself. You will also get access to exclusive videos for patrons like how to reduce flaking, a red pill Valentine's Day, and why working for yourself isn't all it's cracked up to be. This weekend, I'll actually be releasing a video on how I safely and effectively increase the size of my dick and continue to do so. Go to patreon.com/DonovanSharpe to get access to this unbelievable content. I'm putting the link in the chat now. The link is also in the description. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Get in now. There are not that many people in the queue. The queue usually fills up pretty quickly, but I was a little late getting the lines open. So if you tried to call in a little bit earlier and and couldn't get in, it's because I didn't have the phone lines up, but they are up now. Area code 514. I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Let me shout out my super chats first. Big thanks goes out to JS Felder. 0417 says, "Yo, Donovan, sending a little appreciation your way. Your production value is clean, and you dissect these relationships like a surgeon. Strong work, man." Appreciate that, JS Felder. I worked very, very, very hard on the production. I don't get me wrong. I always say this. I don't have anything against. I mean, most YouTubers just sit down in front of the camera and they press the go button and they just talk. There are YouTubers out here that do that who have 100 times more subscribers than I do. That's not the way I want to do things. I want my show to be an audio and visually professional. I want you guys to look and feel like this is a television show, like a multicast television show. I want this to look professional. Somebody said to me the other day for the first time, man, Donovan, you run a professional podcast. And that was really the first time I'd ever acknowledged. I was like, you know what? I do run a professional podcast. So I appreciate that, JS Felder. I work very, very hard on my show. Nothing you see on the screen is an accident. Everything is placed very, very carefully. I Bramblebush with the $10 super chat says, black dude who wife up these fat, disgusting whales actively lowers the SMV for black dudes everywhere. It's practically masculine treason. I disagree. I Bramblebush. When I see a black man with a fat black woman or a fat white girl, doesn't lower my sexual market value. I'm with a blonde with big tits and a great ass. She's anything but fat. Y'all know what she looks like. I'm like, damn, I guess his SMV is lower. Dude, I'm not the one. Listen, I agree with what you're saying. That does sort of fuck it up for the game. But listen, walk around with hot girls and hot girls will notice. Good comment there. $2 super chat by Al. Appreciate that. It says, don't diss BBWs. They can fit a lot in their mouth. Oh, no. Oh, Al. Listen, bruh. Listen, man. Don't give me this leave fat girls alone or leave the ones that had, if she's got a pretty face. Nope. Don't give a shit. Fatties are fatties, Al. Listen, and fatty knows no color. I don't like fat Asian girls. I don't like fat Mexican girls. I don't like fat black women. I don't like fat white girls. I don't give a damn. Dude, I don't give a damn if she can fit my whole dick in her mouth. She's not getting none of this. Hell no. Dude, porn is greater than fat girls. Dude, Al, listen, bruh. I'm saying this because I'm trying to help you because Uncle Donovan cares. Bruh, stop banging these fat broads, my man. Quit. Listen, and Al, and again, I'm not trying to pile on here. But I can guarantee you're one of the main dudes on Facebook and Instagram and social media. Why are all these ugly bitches and fat bitches out here acting like they're 9s and 10s? Because you're the one, because guys like you out here bang them. And then when I'm out here trying to help brothers and sisters, men and women to be happier. People like you are like, hey man, don't diss big black women. They can fit a lot in their mouth. What? A Big Mac and a large fry? You talking about pepperoni pan pizza? Well, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, they can fit a lot in their mouth. But no, sir, I don't give a damn. No. Dude, I'm telling you, man. And again, Al, I appreciate the support. Stop banging fat bitches, dude. Like, you can do better than that. It's just like I Bramblebush said, man. You're fucking it up for everybody. You're fucking it up for the game, dog. This is why these fat bitches out here don't lose weight. Because dudes like you steady smashing them. Al, listen. From all of us here, man, we're on your side. But you gotta be on our side too. Listen, if you smash fat girls, actually, you know what? I Bramblebush, I think I'm gonna agree with I Bramblebush. When you smash fat girls, you are committing masculine treason. I'm gonna second that notion. Al, you stand accused of masculine treason. Dude, where's my gavel? Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Al. You're lucky my ass doesn't put your ass on trial like I did Tony about a year and a half ago we all found him guilty of eating the booty. Right? Al, my man, you need to change your ways, bruh. Like, listen, dude, go to rehab, do something, but do not smash, do not fuck, do not date, do not defend fat women. You are fucking it up for everybody. Need to quit that. Callers, I'll be with y'all in just a second. Let's stay patient. Howling Thunder 96 is the newest member of the Mod Squad. Appreciate the support, Howling Thunder. Akil Simon with the $10 super chat. Physician here, he says, hypergamy gets even worse when after bariatric surgery, they get plastic surgery to remove redundant skin and stretch marks and breast implants. Mommy makeover. See it all the time. Yeah, listen. Again, this is how it goes. Guys think that they can wife up, and Antoine Walker famously went broke, got drafted by the Boston Celtics. He got his hands on a woman, I forget what her name is. He spent like $1 million in plastic surgery on her, turned into a Barbie doll. She bounced up out of there. Because he was broke. He spent all this money improving this woman, didn't increase his value. She bounced on him. That's how it is, man. And listen, if Devin and I are still together and her body starts to go south, oh yes, you better believe well, I don't know. I might make her pay for it. It's funny. Devin says all the time, she always says to me, I need a boob job. Devin does not need a boob job, but maybe she's thinking she wants to, because she's 36, right? Like, it's not She's not getting any younger. I mean, she works hard in the gym, but maybe she knows and understands that, hey, you know what? I'm on the wrong side of 30. Maybe I need a little bit of enhancement. If she wants to do that, I might actually just put that cost on her. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can't even read that name. Hitman with the $5 super chat says, "Sup, Don? Remember, folks, a man is a sperm bank, meal ticket, a handyman, and an early retirement plan for women. Keep taking your red pills, my friends." Appreciate that. Charles Reinhart with the $20 super chat says, "It's crazy how BBWs, big black women, expect to get a Boris Kajot." Yeah, right? See, these BBWs expect to get a Boris Kajot because niggas like Al are fucking... Dude, listen. And I'm going to get to the phone lines here in just a second. When you bang fat girls, you're fucking it up for everybody. You're not doing anybody any favors, man. Don't bang fatties. Go home and jerk off. Go home and jerk off like a healthy human being. Jerking off is not healthy. I understand that. Having sex with overweight women is not healthier. That is less healthy than pornography. Get a porn addiction. Don't get a fat girl addiction. Holy shit, man. We wonder why these fat girls out here think that they're God's gift to men. Because you got dudes like this smashing fatties. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. 914-205-5356 is the number to call to get in on the show. Area code 514 is first, followed by 973-310, then 2347s. Area code 514. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Donovan, this is Janik calling from Hong Kong.
Janik in Hong Kong. How you doing, brother?
Man, it's always good to hear your voice.
Absolutely.
One quick thing before I get to what I'm saying. You got to stop doing these ads about increasing your dick size, man. You're going to hit yourself in the forehead, and we ain't going to have a show for like 2 weeks.
Man, listen, it is the weirdest thing. I've been using the Bathmate since way back in 2011. And before I started it, my penis, I don't want to get vulgar on YouTube here. My penis was a shade under, it was a shade under like 6 inches, right? It was like 5 and like 15/16 or whatever. From 2011 until, good God, and I didn't even use it consistently. I'd use it for like a week at a time, and then things would happen. But I used it on and off for like 5 or 6 years, and my dick size increased from just under 6 inches to over 7.5 inches. I'm like 7 5/8. My girth is bigger. So now I'm trying to hit a goal. I'm trying to get to 9 inches. If I can go from just under 6 inches to 7.5, I can get from 7.5 to 9 if I really put my mind to it. So I figured, why not? If I'm doing it and it works, why not pitch it?
You're going to be on the pole vaulting Olympic team in no time. But all jokes put aside, sorry, I'm just playing with you.
No, that's cool, man.
All jokes put aside, what you're saying, and this comes back to your video about losing 100 pounds.
Yes.
This comes back to me now being at like 67, 68 pounds dropped. I got to put it only in 3 words: embrace the suck. And this is what broads can't do.
Right.
I mean,
right.
You were dead on. You were dead on about the pill that, you drop the weight and you still have diabetes and all that shit. That is absolutely right. Sorry for the YouTube S word. But, I mean, this has been a process that I've been going through since April. And it's been like I've been a prisoner in my own flesh. And I see people, whether they're men or women, that are still overweight, and it just breaks my heart. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, man. It's one of these things. You know what? Rico actually sent me these articles. I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago. But every night when I get done working out and I come up here and I finish everything up here and I go downstairs to watch TV with Devin, she's always watching my 600-pound life. So I was like, you know what? I got to do a video on this because I had a guy. Listen, only in America do we have a regular TV show with 600-pound people walking around. And get this, Janik, get this. You're not going to believe this. Most of these 600-pound women have boyfriends, husbands, fiancés, and I think to myself, what What are we doing?
Listen.
What are we doing?
I have YouTube. I have Netflix here.
Oh,
I've seen these shows. I've seen A&E. I've seen that there was this fat-ass Haitian woman in Florida that actually died, and she was like 1,200 pounds or something. I mean, okay, maybe I'm off by 100 or 200 pounds, but it's sad. It's sad. I mean, I look at how I was at 270 pounds versus what I am now at 200 pounds,
right.
And what keeps me in line, honest to God, is the fear of going back to 220 pounds.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, dude. I'm trying to tell you. But again, the reason why
it's scary as fuck.
It is. But here's the thing. The reason why we as men are much more motivated. And listen, I talk about women don't lose weight and stay in shape for their health. Guess what, Janik? Men neither. Now, we're more concerned with our health than women are, right? But listen, to be quite honest with you, the reason why I stay fit is to stay attractive to other women so that my woman stays attractive to me. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I started lifting weights and losing weight for virtuous purposes, for my A1C and my... No! I wanted to fuck hotter girls, so I decided to make myself hotter. But women don't have that same motivation because dudes are steady banging them. I will never understand it. I'll give you the last word.
Well, true that, and all I got to say is thank you for the steady, ongoing kick in the ass.
Absolutely.
And please keep them coming.
Absolutely. Janik L'Italian in Hong Kong. The reason why I am able to do shows 5 days a week, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's this plant-based diet that I'm on. Being on this plant-based diet allows me to it allows me to work all day. Before it was just the gorilla mind rush, right? Usually around, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd start to fade out a little bit. On the plant-based diet, guys, for whatever reason, not having meat in my system gives me a longer sustained energy. I'm not a scientist, but like I said, I'm doing this for 90 days, and I'll report back to you guys. Area code 973, you're next up in the queue. I'm going to shout out the Mod Squad guys. Colonel Sanders the 16th, appreciate that. Tom Brokaw says, simple math, her SMV went way up, so she can do better, to be fair. If a man's SMV went up, the same thing is liable to happen. Absolutely. 100% agree. Tom Brokaw also says his first mistake was to marry a fatty. No fatties, absolutely. Janet's in the chat. Colonel Sanders. Charles Reinhardt is in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Bramblebush. What's up to you? Ninth Wonder is laughing at something. Says LMAO. Anonymous Hitman. Charles Reinhardt with another $10 super chat says smash the patties, not the fatties. I like that. Marcus4489074. I hope that's not your phone number. Says, wait, what did you use to increase your penis size? Become a patron, and you'll find out. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe is where you can go to get all that fun stuff. 914-205-5356 is the number to call to get in on the discussion. Area code 973. 973, you're on Live with Donovan. What is your name, and where are you calling from?
Greg, New Jersey.
Greg in New Jersey.
Borderline, New York.
What's up, Greg?
Question and then a comment. What do you recommend for men that are starting to lose weight? Because I work blue collar jobs and I lift a lot and I'm on my feet all day. But just what do you recommend for just losing weight in general? Because I'm still doing that type of stuff.
What do I recommend for what? Like, what would be my technique for losing weight?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you the reason why, and I've actually done articles about this, and Janik actually talked about this when he was just on. The main factors, the main things that factored into me losing weight is, number one, I did a colon cleanse. What I did is I took basically milk of magnesia, any sort of liquid laxative. I drank the whole bottle. I absolutely just shat everything out, cleaned out my system. Usually, dude, I would say that men usually have anywhere between maybe 5 and 6 pounds of impacted feces in your system at any given time. You flush that out of your system, then you allow the nutrients to sort of get in there. Number two, I started juicing. I started drinking green juice every day. Spinach, broccoli, kale, collard greens. I juice that stuff. I still do it today. I drink one juice a day. That's another reason why I look great now at 42 years old. Testosterone replacement therapy is the other factor. No, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice, nor am I a medical professional. But testosterone replacement therapy, along with human growth hormone replacement therapy, has absolutely changed the game. And of course, strong lifts 5x5. All I do is I do compound lifts, I do core work, and I do cardio, and that's exactly how I lost the weight.
All right. One more thing before I go. If you do my 600-pound life, yo, get me on that. We can do that together, man. I want to do that with you.
No,
I got to put in my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I'm never going to do anything regarding my 600-pound life, man. Dude, not only would I have A&E coming after my ass, dude, I'd get shut down for hate speech, for sure. Thanks for calling in, Greg. Appreciate the call. Let us go to area code 310. Area code 310. You're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Good morning, Donovan. Jay from LA. How you doing today?
Jay in LA. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Quick question. You talked a lot today about women who lose weight and leave, and it's just the way they're wired. It is what it is. We have to accept that. Now, my girl, the one I'm with now, when we first met, I was on the purple side. There was some incidents that happened. I went straight red pill, going hard with it. It's going really, really well.
Good.
One of the things that you advocate for is be honest and make your expectations super clear from the beginning, without apologies. You know?
Good.
One of the ones that I told my girl was I said, do not get fat. If you get fat, I will leave you. These are the words that I use, and at first I thought they were kind of harsh.
Right.
But because I was very honest, she seemed to accept it pretty well. Now, my question to you today is this, is that if I am trying to make my girl the best woman that she can be, eat right, be submissive, do well in her job, etc., is that counterintuitive? Because if I'm helping her to be better, when she gets there, is it the same scenario and phenomenon of women that lose weight? Is she going to leave me? Is she going to have more? Because I know she gets lots of offers daily. And she shares them with me because they're anecdotal and she thinks they're pretty interesting and fun to talk about.
Of course.
But she's also telling me, I think she's also telling me to say, hey, I've got options too, motherfucker, so watch your step.
Oh, get
so
the
now
fuck
I'm
out
like
of here.
saying, well,
Bitch.
I'm going to be telling you what I want. So I just don't want to be able to get her to that point and then just be counterintuitive when she says, I'm out.
Yeah, that makes sense, but and that's a very good question. So you're asking if you help her improve in other ways, raise her value, so to speak, don't you run the same risk of the fat woman getting gastric bypass surgery or bariatric surgery, losing weight, and leaving her boyfriend or husband? Isn't that the same thing? Before I answer your question, let me ask you a question about your girl. Is she fat or is she in good shape? Is she in good shape right now?
She's in medium shape. She's not fat by any means.
No. There is no medium shape, right? She is either in shape or she is not. If your girl is in shape and you improve her value, as long as your value is high, she is going to stay with you because she has incentive to stay the way it is. Listen, Devin, I would say, well, Devin's body, I don't know. I can't really compare it to when I first met her. I mean, I guess I could look at pictures. Maybe there are some differences. I don't really see it. Devin's ass is every bit as tight as it used to be. Her tits are still as big and firm. She still looks as physically attractive as she did when I first met her. Again, I'm getting her a personal. I've got her. Well, here's the thing. I got her a personal trainer. I do everything to improve her life, and she says to me all the time, "Donovan, I'm a better woman because of you." She knows and understands this. She also knows that if I were to dump her, she dumps me. She's going right back to what she was before. The only way this applies to only thing this applies to is just the weight, because the weight is because when a guy sees a hot girl, he thinks she's high value. Dude, listen, weight and looks is the number one thing with guys. I don't care how submissive you are. I don't care how kind you are. I don't care how fun a personality you have. I don't care what kind of conversations you have. I don't care what your intelligence level is. If you're not fuckable, I'm not interested, right? So if she's already fuckable, and you improve her life in other ways, then she is likely to stay with you as long as you are increasing your value. My value right now today is higher than it was when I met Devin, if you can believe that. That is one of the many reasons she sticks with me, even though her value as a woman is still quote unquote high. But if your woman is what you're characterizing as medium size, let's get into the statistics here. What is her height and how much does she weigh?
Well, before I answer that, I will answer that to be, to fully transparent. But what I was trying to say is that it's good. Her weight and my attraction sexually to her is outstanding. I love it.
Right, but it doesn't matter what. No, hold
better.
on.
That's my point.
Oh no. But that's just it. Your attraction to her is high, but it could be better. It doesn't matter what your attraction level is to her as far as she's concerned. You understand what I mean? And this is within the context of whether she's going to stay or she goes. If your value is high enough, then her sexual attraction to you is going to matter. This is why you have to set the bar high. You committed to a woman who was not already in great shape. That was your first mistake. Yeah. So and I'm telling you right now, you're already in the danger zone. Let's just say, listen, I don't make the rules. Let's just say your girl is 60 pounds, right? That's borderline fat depending upon her height. Let's say she loses 30 pounds. It goes from 160 to 130. Dude, she is going to be a lot hotter than she was at 160. Guess what, caller? Your ass out, JNLA, because her sexual market value just went from a 5 to a 7. This is how it goes. Guys judge women on the outside.
That's the thing is that she's a 5'6" at about $145, $150, but it could be better. Like I said, because $130 is what I'm trying to get her at, and I've seen her pictures in high school, and when she's 36 also like Devin, so I've seen her pictures when she was in her 20s, and she was banging. She was like that cheerleader chick that everybody wanted, and she still has that mindset. But we're older and shit happens. But
no. Hold on. You said we're older, shit happens. No, dude, how old are you?
I'm 46.
Dude, listen. So you're 46. Your girl is 36. I'm 42. My girl is also 36. Guess what? 42. I'm the equivalent of a 23-year-old woman. You're the equivalent of a 26-year-old woman, right? So I'm a 22-year-old woman dating a 36-year-old woman. You understand what I'm saying? It absolutely matters. Yeah. We get old. No. She gets old, bruh, not you. The ball is in your court, my friend. So hold on. Here's what you need to do. And I got to go because I got other callers here. Here's what you need to do, JNLA. If you're going to put your woman at 160 pounds on some sort of weight loss journey and you think she looks good, dude, you better tighten up with her. You better fucking tighten up with her because I'm telling you right now, if she's 160 and she gets down to 130, once she gets down to 130, she's going to have more dudes looking at her. Well, Donovan, she already has dudes looking at her. Well, apparently the dudes looking at her aren't incentive enough for her to leave you yet. Guess what? The more weight she loses, the higher her value gets. The higher her value gets, the higher her options become. You got to be very, very careful. Do not commit to women you aren't 100% full rock hard Viagra boner attracted to. Don't do it. Don't take these women on as projects, guys. They will not be loyal to you. They're not going to say, oh, thank God for him. He got me in the best shape of my life. Let me repay him with my undying loyalty. This is never what happens, guys. It's never the way it goes. If you think your woman is going to stay loyal to you because you helped her lose weight, dude, she's the fuck up out of there before she even hits her weight loss goal. I'm trying to tell you. JNLA says she's medium size. I don't really know about that. Area code, I got 2 area code 347s next in the queue. Let me get to a couple of super chats here quickly. Bill A says, I agree that banging fat chicks multiple times is enabling behavior, but Bill. He says one and done seems all right. I did it once and she wanted it to happen again and date ghosted her and she flipped. Bill. Bill, I love you. I appreciate the $10 super chat. I really do. But listen, man, Uncle Donovan is going to help you out. A one and done is not harmless. How many Bill A's out there are there that say, well, I don't bang fatties in succession, but every once in a while I will fuck a slump buster? There are millions of these men out here. Fatties get dick everywhere. They might not get the same dick twice, but they're still getting dick. If you think you're the only one having one night stands with fat girls, your head's in the clouds. This is why fat girls act like they're 10s, guys. Because guys like Al and Bill A say, hey, leave the big black women alone. It's okay to bang fatties once. No, it's not. Oh, Bill A and Al, you guys are fucking up the game. You guys are killing me. I appreciate your super chat, Bill. Stop banging fatties. There's this SYSBM thing going around. I'm going to make up a hashtag. What is it? SBF. Hashtag stop banging fatties. You guys are fucking up the game. Bill, I appreciate it, but stop it. You are not doing, listen, you are not nice. You are not good for fat girls. You're not good for men. You need to keep your dick out of these fatties. Thomas Munier with €2 says monk or pump and dump hashtag 2020 hashtag divorce simping, right? Right? That's funny. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says sending support from an entrepreneurship class. Boy, I can't even talk today. Jesus. Appreciate that, Ace in Spades. Al with the $2 super chat says, I was just messing with you, Donovan. BBWs are a no-go. I don't know that I believe Al was kidding the first time. Maybe my tone changed his mind. But no worry, I'm not going to put him on trial. All right, Al. Okay, Al. You're, I don't have my gavel. I need to have my gavel. You're out of the doghouse, I suppose. But you're on thin ice, sir. If you mention anything about BBWs again, I'm going to have to put you on trial, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants to face the long arm of the law here at TSR Towers. I will put this to the TSR jury. Al with another super chat for $2 says Donovan talks with such conviction on this topic. I mean, dude, again, I have nothing against overweight women. Nothing against them. But they're not for me, okay? And if you guys, there are so many men that complain, oh my God, fat girls are so full of themselves. This is why. This is why. 914-205-5356. Let us go to area code 347. Area code 347, you're on live with Donovan Sharpe. Please turn down your radio. What's your name and location, please?
Donovan, what's good? It's Jay from New York.
Jay in New York, what's up, brother? Man? Doing good, man.
I'm doing, man. Man, I'm just thinking about this topic, and Kevin Sam was saying the same thing as you're saying this whole week. There's a hit and miss message this week, these topics, and it's more like men got to raise their value up high and stop putting standards on females like crazy. Because like you said, these big girls acting the way, oh, we got these fucking Lonnie Loves and shit.
Oh my God, yes.
The shit.
Oh yes.
And everything because of fat ass and niggas like Derek Jackson, dumbass and shit, to put us down to make themselves make these bitches feel good, get money, and it's just crazy. It's too much crazy shit, man.
Well, listen,
I was guilty of this. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I don't have anything against Derek Jackson. And you want to know why? Because Derek Jackson does not believe what Derek Jackson talks about. Derek Jackson, listen, I like Derek Jackson. You want to know why? Because Derek Jackson is a world-class hustler. Love that dude. That dude figured out how to make a fortune telling downtrodden women what they want to hear. And they pay him to do it. Bravo. I got nothing against D-Jax, man. I got nothing against him. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah. Well, I will have complaints on you know what I'm saying? You down at, a lot of us and hyping them up. And most of the time, his little facts and statistics, he don't even talk to nobody like that. So where is he basing his facts and statistics on, man? Like,
well, no, listen, Jay. Now, listen, Jay, New York. Listen, Jay. I get it. I understand your frustration with Derek. But consider this. The kinds of women that Derek Jackson is talking to are not the kind of women you want to be fucking with anyway. So if he's downing us to women that you don't give a shit about, that doesn't make a difference one way or the other. You're not thinking about fucking these women in the first place. So I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, hashtag Derek Jackson. Listen, I never have and never will have a problem with Derek Jackson. Everybody, oh, Derek Jackson's a simp. Oh, no. Derek Jackson is not a beta male. Derek Jackson is not a simp. Derek Jackson is a businessman. He found a target-rich market, and he hits them every single time, right in the wallet. Dude, these bitches can't pay Derek Jackson enough to tell them what they want to hear. He flexes those pecs, those fucking traps that come all the way up to his ear. Self-love, baby girl. Hashtag don't forget your crown. and another $25,000 gets deposited into his bank account. I'm not mad at him. Derek Jackson figured out the game. Shit. Listen, Derek Jackson doesn't have to worry about getting flagged off YouTube. Nothing. Self-love conference 2020. Hashtag Derek Jackson, man. Listen, that dude stays putting babies on white girls. Hashtag snow bunnies. Janik L'Italian with the 25 HKs. Damn, I thought I had the lockdown on that. Says Coach Red Pill has a hilarious video about banging flat girls. I might actually want to try about that. Tom Brokaw in the chat says, look at the stats of women who divorce after breast implants. Same concept. Yeah, exactly. So listen, if Devin wants a boob job, she's gonna have to pay for it. Like, listen, you can get a boob job if you want to, but that's on your dime. So if you're the fuck up out the door, cool. I'm good. No, I do not watch Derek Jackson, Tom Brokaw. I saw his book where he's like sitting there looking at the camera. Don't forget your crown. He's got this little wry smile. I was like, Derek Jackson, you slick motherfucker, you. I'll be goddamn, man. I'll tell you what, if I look like Derek Jackson, I ain't gonna lie. If I look like that nigga, I might be doing the same thing as him. Think I wouldn't. It's a hell of a lot more profitable than this. Shit. And dude, I'm a better talker than man, I'm gonna tell you what. If I look like Derek Jackson, shit. Man, I'd have my snow bunnies on the side. I'd hide them in the back. Be like, big, black, beautiful women. Y'all single mothers for grown men only. Derek Jackson. Don't forget your crown. Hey, Becky, Chrissy, Cindy, get your asses over here. Hashtag, you are strong. You are beautiful black women. Derek Jackson. That's not the way he sounds, but that's the way I would sound. Hashtag DJack. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Area code, another area code 347. We had Jay in LA, Jay in New York, area code 347. What's your name and location?
Hey, Donovan, it's CJ from New York.
CJ in New York, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, man? So I have like a quick little point, but because of the other stories, I wanted to bring this up too. So definitely on point with the whole fat chick thing. It's crazy. Like maybe less than a year ago, I was like, okay, let me chill out a bit more, try and date a bit more. And I'm like, oh, maybe these like, bigger chicks would be a little bit of like an easy go. And I was just shocked. Just like all these girls were so angry. It's like, oh, I can't believe you took me out on a coffee date. You should take me to a better restaurant. Why don't you do this? I'm like, you should be happy I even breathed in your direction. Like, what is all this? So if I have to put in that much work for that, I'm like, no. I might as well just improve myself more and up the notch to like,
it ain't going down like that, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Anything close to a 5.
And listen, man, those are always the bitches that want to get like the venti 17-syllable drink from fucking Starbucks. Nah, bitch, no. Whoa, no. You ain't earned. No. You get cream and sugar, right? If you want frappuccino, if you want whipped cream, if you want espresso, you got a little more work to do. But right now it's just coffee with cream and 2 packs of sugar. Don't you get 3 packs of sugar? Get 2 packs of sugar. I'll let you know if you can get a 3rd pack of sugar. I'll give you the last word, CJ.
Yeah. So a quick little story with that. Something happened in college. I knew this girl who was like really chubby, not that cute in high school, and she got really pretty over like a year in college. And the flip was insane. It was like giving someone the source of power. They had no idea what to do, so they just start blowing up stuff. She was going on so many dates. She started cutting people out who just didn't agree with her. You had a different opinion. She just didn't fuck with you. She started making demands from everyone. She started expecting people to take her out to dates. It was insane. Given she did work out, so she earned where she got, and I hope that she's still treating herself well, at least body wise. But I have never seen such like a power flip from someone who was like submissive and like cutesy and like really trying to get along with you to someone who's just like my way or highway, get out my face, give me what I want or leave.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man. And again, I think this really goes for everybody, right? The better you are, the more you bring to the table, the more you get to call the shots. I bring a lot to the table. I make unbelievable money. I'm a bad motherfucker. I can fight. I think I look all right. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? When it comes to my woman, I can say, look, bitch, it's either my way or the highway. Well, it's gonna be the highway. Cool. Next. That's what that is. All right. Area code 682. I'm coming to you next. Let's see. Whitney Young with the $5 super chat says the military doesn't pay me, but here's to you, Donovan. Been watching you for 2 years now. Thanks to my husband for putting me onto the red pill. Ashish Kaushik. Looks like that's 1,000 rupees. I think that's about $13 and some change in U.S. American dollars. Appreciate that. Ashish says, greetings, Professor Sharpe. Your sincere student from India. Thank you so much, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. My tattoo guy is an Indian guy. He's actually the coolest motherfucking Indian guy that I know, man. I had a buddy of mine in Vegas. His name was Ashwin. He was also very cool. Indian guys are cool people, man. They're good people. Oh, Ashwin, another dude I knew, his name was Tarun. We used to call him Big Rune. Anyway, let me not get off on a tangent. Ace and Spades with the $2 super chat says, one time for D Jackson impression. D Jackson loves the white girls. Oh shit, did I say that out loud? I mean, D Jack loves the big black beautiful single black mothers out here. Derek Jackson, don't forget your crown. Becky, sit your ass down. Area code 682. 682, you're on live with Donovan. What is your name and location, please, sir?
Hey, Donovan, it's Mike from Dallas. How you doing, man?
Mike in Dallas. How you doing, brother?
Hey, listen, without giving away too much personal identification information, I'm just going to tell you, I worked in healthcare administration, and I have seen this particular subject firsthand countless times if I paid attention to it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've seen so many patients go through bariatric surgery, and I've seen a lot of married women come in to have the procedure, and of course be married, and then come back months later for a post-op procedure to be done and have a completely different guy with them. And the thing that I always found so amusing about this is I already knew once they had this procedure done, the guy that was sitting there wasn't going to be there probably in a week or two anyway. They're going to have another one there.
Right.
So, well, we call this finding their newfound thought. This is what I call it, actually. And the thing that I find so amusing about this is, they get educated on there is a possibility that you're going to gain this weight back, even though you do have this procedure.
Oh, yeah.
And half of the people that have this procedure done don't do what they need to do to maintain it.
Nope.
So they go through all this, they drop all the weight, and then within a couple of years, they're fat again. And if you think they were a emotional wreck prior to having the surgery, they're twice as damaged even afterward.
Oh, listen, dude.
Listen,
Mike, check this out. I actually have a friend of mine in Reno that I'm actually going to be seeing here in about a month, and she has had 2 gastric bypass surgeries. When I met her, she was 400 pounds, and now she's down to like 150, had the gastric bypass, had to do it twice because she gained the weight back because she kept fucking with her baby daddy. I'm not going to get into that. But then she finally got the weight off. She kept it off. Then she got skin removal surgery. Then she got breast implants, dude. And now she's a raging. The weirdest thing is, man, is even when she was in the 300s, she was still getting dick. And she would always say, I don't know why niggas just hit it and quit it. But that's the thing. Nobody ever fucks fat girls more than once, man. Like, guys got to quit doing that. I'll give you the last word.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And in my personal life, whenever I come across a woman that's actually had bariatric surgery and lost the weight, even if she's skinny at that moment, in my mind, I'm still sitting here going, well, you took the easy way out. You're still a fat girl as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
so,
right,
I'm glad that it worked for you and you feel better, but you're not anybody I'm going to settle down with for any long period of time because I know the cycle.
Right. It's interesting, and thanks for the call, Mike in Dallas. My 600-pound life, the guy who's the star of the show, his name is Dr. Nowzard, and they call him Doctor now. He's out of Houston, Texas. What he does is he requires, these fucking 600, 700, 800-pound people come waddling into his office. Yeah, I have bad eating habits, and I need help now. And Dr. Now's like, all right, dude, I'm not just going to give you the weight loss surgery. I need you to lose 60 pounds over the next 2 months or 30 pounds over the next month so that you can show me that after you get the surgery, you can do what it takes to maintain the weight loss. Dude, the first couple months, they almost always fail. They come back, they've lost 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 11 pounds. They swear up and down they're doing what's necessary, but they're steady swallowing cheeseburgers. It's crazy. Shout out a couple more super chats and we'll go back to the phone lines here. Al! Welcome to the TSR Mod Squad. He's got the chat privileges. Appreciate you becoming a member. But stop banging fatties, Al. Al? If I find out, Al, and you guys let me know. You guys let me know in the chat, Al. I'm telling you. Let me look at the camera, Al. Don't be fucking fat girls. If I find out you're fucking fat girls, I'm coming and kicking your ass. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I will put you on trial, my friend. I will have Big Brandon the bailiff come and remove you from this court. I will not have you guys banging fatties in this courtroom. God damn it. Welcome to the team. Al, welcome to the family. Beastly Nerd with the $5 super chat says, fat girls are low-hanging fruit for low SMV. Men shoot out from the house of the barbarians. Oh, god damn. Okay. Tom Brokaw says, every person I know who had surgery gained the weight back. That's how it is. You guys seem to like the Derek Jackson impression. He says, for the D Jackson impersonation alone, $2 super chat. Oh my god. I mean, like I said, man, I don't have a problem with Derek Jackson. I just don't. I never have. Like, I recognized immediately. I was like, dude.
90 seconds.
Pay no attention to that. This is 90 seconds to get in the queue. If you are in the queue, you will get on the show. But the very first time I watched the Derek Jackson video, I thought it was like a spoof, or I thought it was like a joke, right? But then, video after video, then I see his Facebook page. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what this, like, I didn't get mad at all because I was like, oh, okay, this guy is hustler. He's a hustler. Just like Matthew Hussey. Matthew Hussey is the white Derek Jackson.
60 seconds.
Derek Jackson is the black Matthew Hussey. That's how it is. All they are doing, they are getting rich off of telling women what they want to hear, right? You can't get rich off of telling women what they need to hear. You get rich off of telling them what they want to hear. So that's what these guys have figured out. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Ninth Wonder with the $5 super chat says say no to fatties in 2020. Marcellus Thomas with the $3 super chat. Had the fist bump there. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 541. Area code 541. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Bryson. I'm from Oregon.
Bryson in Oregon. How you doing, man?
Yo, Donovan, I need your opinion about a situation I got myself into, and I fucked up, man.
All right, let's hear it.
So I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now, and she's
10
4 months.
seconds.
And
wait, hold on, back up.
Together.
Wait, Bryce, real quick, Bryce. Start over again because the voice came over. So you've been dating your girlfriend for about a year, and then what?
Yeah, she's about 4 months pregnant now.
Oh shit, man!
And we're going to move in together. And the only reason why I want to move in together is because I'm not a very big advocate about raising a kid in a separate home. Now, with that said, I have committed the red pill treason, man. I've been consuming red pill content for about 2.5 years, but like Rollo, Tomasi, and Richard Cooper say, betatization by 1,000 concessions.
Sure.
I just keep going back, and like, she's a fatty, I try and rationalize in my brain like that she's not on the edge, like she's got huge tits and a nice round ass and everything.
Hold on, let me stop you right there, Bryce. Hold on, Bryce, brother.
Yep.
Let me stop you right there. I love you, right? And so I gotta tell you this. Huge tits don't count if she's overweight, right? Any more than washboard abs count if the guy is skinny. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if a girl has huge tits,
right,
but she's overweight, that doesn't really count. Of course she has huge tits. She's overweight. Of course he has six-pack abs. He's got 1% body fat, but he weighs 67 pounds. Please continue.
I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this situation without coming off, like overbearing, because I'm trying to figure out how to see the positive when I just consume so much content, and all I see is the negativity about women, because it's all so true. She's got money in the bank, she's feminine, minimal red flags.
Time out. Bryson. Let me stop you right there. Hold on. Listen, this is a process, right? I'm here to help you. Again, if you've watched and I'm not trying to, I'm hard on you, but I'm not trying to bury you. I want you to see what I'm seeing here. So you just told me, hey, she's a fat girl, but she has money, she's feminine, she's this. Listen, Bryson, none of that matters if she is not sexually attractive to you, right? And let's just keep it all the way real here. She was overweight when you met her. It's not that and the reason why you were sexually attracted to her is because you didn't have many other options. That's what this is, right? Look, if you had a girl of course, if you had a girl that was 5'3", 110 pounds, with an ass like an apricot, then yeah, you would not have knocked this girl up. So let's just call a spade a spade. It does not matter It does not matter that she has money, she's kind, she's feminine. You know what? That's actually good news for you because I'm going to tell you what to do in this situation. You got to take care of the kid, Bryson. You got to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
Listen, this is your responsibility. And regardless of whether or not the kid is a boy or a girl, you got to take care of the kid. Keep the girl away from feminism. Keep the boy away from feminism. Dude, red pill truth from the cradle to the grave. As far as you're concerned, you and I both know that the inevitability of this the inevitability is inevitable. This relationship is inevitably going to end, right? The reason I know it's going to end is because you called my show. Donovan, been dating a girl for a year. She's fat and she's pregnant. What do I do? At some point, let me ask you another question, Bryson. How old are you? How old is she?
I turn 30 tomorrow. She is 32.
Oh, my God. So in red pill years, you are 17 and she is 32, right? So she is past the wall, she's overweight, and she's pregnant. You are 30 years old. It only gets better for you. Honestly, think to yourself here, Bryson. You're 32 now, or you're 30 years old now. In 7 years, you're going to be 37 years old. In 7 years, she's going to be 39 years old with a kid, right? With a 7-year-old kid. You at 37 years old, are you going to stay with an overweight 39-year-old with your kid? Of course not. What you need to start doing, you need to start putting a plan into place to set up split custody, okay? Be there for your kid. Don't get me wrong, be there for your kid. But you have to make sure that you do what's best for you and the kid. Don't stay with this girl just because you have a kid. See her through the pregnancy, blah, 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 blah. Make sure the kid is yours. The kid is yours, right, Bryson?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you're 100% certain?
Absolutely, 100%
okay. All right,
certain,
very
Donovan.
Good. Very good.
And it's
very
a boy.
Good.
It's a boy, by the way.
Good. Oh, thank God. Thank you, God. Boys are terrible at first, right? They calm down a little bit later. The reason I know this is because my mom told us this. The relationship between you and this girl is going to end at some point. Work on yourself, work on building your value, and understand, do not make this mistake again. Your life isn't over. You're about to have a kid, right? Like, we all talk about, don't have kids with American women. Dude, listen, I don't have any kids, but I'm sure having a kid is great. But at this point, you need to understand that her sexual market value is going to tank. Yours is going to skyrocket. And I will leave this with you, Bryson. Being a single father will actually work better for you in the sexual marketplace than it is her being a single mother. That's how this works. I'll leave you with that. Bryson got himself into a little bit of a pickle there, but hopefully he makes the right decision. Got to take care of the kid. Take care of the kid. Don't abandon your kid, but you need to make sure you have split custody of the kid. Got it. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Guys, wrap up. Wrap up. Please wrap up. Area code 920. Area code 920. You're on live with Donovan. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, this is Mark. I'm calling from Waupun, Wisconsin.
Mark in Wisconsin, how you doing, man?
And, hey, pretty good, man. Hey, I just wanted to get your opinion on some stuff with your experience with women. I was really interested in the idea of the morality of hypergamy. And the perspective I was going to approach it from was that the most popular moral theory is the idea that an action, like somebody's action, is only if and only if they can will that everybody else follow their actions by the same rules. Only if that's the case is it moral. Can these hypergamous women will that men follow the hypergamy rule?
No, men don't. No, men. This is the thing. There's no, and Rollo and I, we've talked about this before. There's no such thing as hypogamy, right? Like there is hypogamy for you science nerds out there. Hyperallergenic, hypoallergenic. They're the opposites. There is no such thing as hypogamy, right? If there were, it's a very different set of circumstances. Women like high value men. And there's many different kinds of value when it comes to women. Women will cheat on their man with someone who has a bigger dick. Maybe he's in better shape than her husband. Maybe he's taller. Maybe he makes more money. Maybe he's just better all around. But men can build value to women in many different ways. You can't have it all as a man. Some men are short, still fuck hot bitches because they're driving around in a Lamborghini. They're rich. Some guys are as broke as a joke, but they have movie star looks and a 10-inch dick. Different things are valuable to different kinds of women, but they're all attracted to about the same things. That being said, we as men, the only one thing that dictates value in the eyes of a man is the way a woman looks. Yes, if she's kind, if she can cook, if she's willing to suck your dick and all this other kind of stuff and be nice to you, those are added bonuses. But like Bryson's situation, listen, he's got a kind, feminine, submissive girl who makes her own money. Guess what? I'd rather fuck a hot 22-year-old with a bad attitude than a than a fat 32-year-old. That's just the way it is. And I know that you feel the same way. That being said, that there is no morality in hypergamy. There is no reciprocation. Just because you raise your value, let's just say that you guys are both raising your value. You and your woman are raising your value. That's actually what's happened in my relationship. But just because I'm raising my value, that doesn't guarantee that Dev's going to stay around. And her raising her value, that's not going to guarantee that I'm going to stay around. Hypergamy, or this mythical hypogamy, it is an entity in and of itself. It is not affected by anything around you. Women do what they want. They do what they want and need to do. And irregardless of what her man is doing, she's going to do what her hypergamous biological hard drive tells her to do. It doesn't matter what he does or says. She's going to do what she does. I'll give you the last word.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking, like, would they cry bloody murder if, like, a guy did the same thing to them, he lost weight and then left them?
Well, yeah, the reason why they would cry bloody murder is because they didn't lose the weight, right? If you have a fat couple here at Mark in Wisconsin, and the guy all of a sudden, this actually happened with me in my marriage. Darcy was overweight. Like 2 years in, she was overweight. I lost a bunch of weight. And she was worried. She's like, oh my God, are you going to leave me? Blah, blah, blah. Now, of course, I'm a beta blue pill simp at that point. But she was freaking out because I'm losing all these weight and she was still overweight. Listen, when you lose weight, your woman will try to lose weight with you. It doesn't matter if women lose their minds, if men do the same thing. But like I said at the top of the show, the difference, Mark, is that overweight women think that they don't have to lose weight to get good men. They think that they can remain that size. We as men, we understand if we want hot girls, we need to lose the weight. That's the difference. Okay. Well, thanks for the call, Mark. I appreciate the call. All right, let us go to area code 305. Area code 305, you're on live with Donovan. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Marcus Hall, and I'm calling from Florida, Miami, Florida.
Marcus in Florida, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. And honestly, it's my first time calling in to a show like this. I just recently started watching material, you and Coach Greg Adams, and you guys hit everything on the head perfectly because, while listening to your stuff, I'm looking back, on how my relationships with women were.
Right.
It wasn't bad, from what I hear from most people, but I was more okay, I was close to getting it with one girl, basically, got a little close there. I was in college, and, something happened, and basically roommate walked in before the action started to happen. And now I'm not even sure if it was a good thing or not from hearing, from guys getting with women. Was I about to be Me Too'd, or was he going to regret that later? Did I dodge a bullet?
Okay, well, what's your question, Marcus in Miami?
Oh, sorry. My question is basically...
So your question is by not fucking the girl... Hold on. By not fucking the girl in college, did you dodge a bullet? Is that what you're asking me?
Well, okay, so sorry, not that I was just rambling there for a minute, but basically, what the question is, it's about religious women in general, because I had a crush on a woman in college. She was religious. I'm not religious at all, but I went along with it anyway, so I could, maybe get lucky with her.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, at one point, where I had a conversation. She did like me. It was clear.
Marcus, let me hold on. I don't want you to go down the rabbit hole here. Let me just ask you a couple of really quick questions. Okay. Did you fuck the religious girl? Yes or no?
Nope, it didn't get close.
Okay. Are you a virgin? Yes or no? And I'm not trying to clown you. I just need an honest answer from you.
No, not actually.
Yes, you are a virgin. It's okay. Listen, Marcus, you're not a bad dude because you haven't had sex yet. I get it. Guess what, Marcus? There was a point in time where I hadn't had sex. But let me clue you in on religious girls, okay? Religious girls are every bit as hypergamous, as licentious as secular girls. Religious girls, they exercise hypergamy too. Why do you think the preacher is always married? Why do you think the deacons are always married? Why do you think the preachers and deacons are always banging the wives and girlfriends in the audience? That's what this comes down to. Marcus in Miami, you seem to be a good guy, but you do ramble an awful lot. I would highly suggest you continue tuning into the show because it would appear just by talking to you that you have a long way to go. You have a long way to go. You're on the way. You sound like a young guy. You've got red pill awareness. You still have a long way to go. Pimped Out Geese is in the house. Good to see you in here, my friend. Mr. Crouch, the free spirit with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Ace and Spade says, make sure it's your kid. Yeah, make sure. Listen, Bryson in Oregon, make sure that's your kid, man. You never know. These girls get around. Let us go to area code 520. Area code 520. You're on live at Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hey, what's going on, Donovan? It's Brian out of Tucson.
Brian in Tucson. How you doing, man?
Good. Now, listen, man. Before you get on me, I'm the opposite of banging fat girls and wanting to be in a relationship with them or wanting to exclusively date them. Like I just can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Don't want to be seen with them or none of that. I don't want to be in a relationship with them.
But you still want... Hold on, because it sounds to me, Brian, like you're telling me, listen, don't want to be seen with fat girls, don't want to be in relationships with fat girls, but I want to bang fat girls. Is that what you're telling me? Brian in Tucson, is that what you're telling me? Is that you want to bang fat girls?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Nope. Too late. He's gone. Nope. Do not call my show and try to justify having relations with overweight females. I have nothing against overweight females. I am not sexually attracted to them, nor should you be. When you give low quality women sexual attention, this is what blows up their egos, guys. You guys are killing me here. Dude, this is unbelievable. I now understand why these women have such huge egos. Dude, already 3 people. I got over 1,000 people watching. And you guys know how vehemently against this I am. Yet I got people calling me up, sending me super chats talking about, hey, Donovan, listen, man, I don't want to be seen with him, but I'll mess with one if I'm, don't want to hear it. Brian in Tucson, I appreciate the call. Stop banging fatties. Stop doing it. You guys are killing me. Oh my God, dude, you are the guys that are fucking up the game. You're the guys that are fucking up the game. Oh, unbelievable, man. I can't believe this. I'm getting depressed over here, man. I'm getting depressed. Got a few more calls to go here. Let's go to area code 917. Area code 917. You're on live at Donovan. Andy, you go ahead.
Hey, what's going on? Donovan Slick from New York.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, just wanted to tune in, man. You got another hot topic going, and this is driving me crazy. I can't believe these guys are calling you talking about fatties are okay.
Bruh, right? Nuts. Like, what? I don't get it, man. Listen, like I said, I got nothing against overweight women. My mother is overweight. My 2 sisters are overweight. But guess what? I am not sexually interested in overweight women. And if men want overweight women to stop having these overweight egos, stop having sex with overweight women. Ay.
Agreed. Hey, so I got a quick story for you. So, back in those purple days, I used to talk to this girl who we went to high school. We didn't go to high school, but we knew each other from high school, and then we grew into adults. I went to college, and I separated away. But she always wanted to kind of kick it and date. So she was nice looking in high school, but when I came back to her post my college days, she had put on a little bit of weight. Not too much where it's like overweight. It's just a little bit of weight. So she was kind of curvy and very big breasted. But to make the long story short, we had hooked up for, I think, a period of 4 months towards the Christmas season, post a breakup. And I was like, hey, so let's talk about, let's get in shape. Let's start working out. And when I even said those words, I felt really sick to my stomach. I was just like, well, I got to encourage this chick to work out. She should just want to be sexy herself. Because at that point, I'm a high, I still am a high value person, but it's just, I make $100K. I work from home, and I got to work. I paid my car. So it's just at this point, I left that chick for another girl that looked way better than her. But my problem was that girl also got fat. And then when she got fat, I got rid of that girl also. And then I started dating my girl now. And now my girl now, she knows because we've been down this rabbit hole together. And I said, hey, listen, I left these girls because I don't date fat girls. And if you're going to get fat, I'm going to leave you too. So she looks at my past and she goes, and what I do is I like to take my girl out. And I'll take my girl out to places where I know there's, very sexy women.
Of course.
Because it stirs something inside of her that says, hey, do you think I'm still good looking? Like, of course you're good looking. You're the best looking girl in this place, even though maybe she's not.
Flip, let me stop you right there, bro. Hold on, let me stop you right there. Listen, I'm not trying to get on you. Hold on, Flip, hold on. I got a better answer for you on that one, right? Your girl may very well be the best looking girl there, but in the future, if your girl says to you, do I still look good to you, right? Here is your answer. If my cock is in your ass at the end of the night, you have your answer. Don't validate these girls with words. Validate these girls with actions, because you can say anything to anybody, right? Never, ever tell a beautiful woman she's beautiful. I've dated so many hot girls, I don't even know where to start. Never told any of them they were hot or beautiful or nothing. Fuck that. I let my cock do the talking. I'll give you the last word.
Well, yeah, but that's actually the part of the story. So that's actually part of the sarcasm that I hit her, because I'm a very sarcastic kind of person.
Oh, that's good.
So when I hit her with a sarcastic reply, I tell her, yeah, you're the most beautiful girl.
Oh,
it kind of triggers something in her head.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so it makes something in her head trigger like, this mother is lying through his teeth. And so it gives her that self-conscious feeling, so that when she goes home, she knows, yes, I'm still, we're still sleeping together. But at the same time, she tells me all the time, like, she goes, there were like 10 girls that were looking at you behind your back. And I was like, well, I don't know that they're looking. So what I've devised is said, hey, do me a favor. When you see girls look at me, just come and tell me that they're looking at me. And she goes and she tells me that they're looking at me. But what that does is a reverse psychology. It's like, pay attention, because even hot girls are looking. So you need to step up your game to keep me as we continue to progress in our relationship.
Listen, hold on. That's actually pretty good. But what I would have done if I were you, if my girl ever says to me, well, you got hot girls looking at me, what you do is you say to her, yeah, I know, and keep it moving. That's all there is to it. Like, listen, that's going to put her on notice anyway. You don't need to know that hot girls are looking at you. And believe me, your girl knows when girls are looking at you before you do. Like, trust and believe. Trust and fucking believe. She will know this. Oh, by the way, I'm being told by 2 different people that I need to take this video down immediately and put it only on Patreon. I've heard this from Sharpe Assist. I've heard this from Devin. I trust both of those people implicitly. So this video is not staying up on YouTube. It's not staying up on YouTube. Anytime I talk about black women or fat black women, gotta go. So if you're watching this video now, watch it while you can. Watch it while you can, because as soon as this video ends, I'm taking it right down. The only people that will have access to this stream on the replay will be patrons, and that's it. That's it. Good advice there. All right, let us go back to the phone lines. Area code 303. Area code 303, you're on live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Donovan, I will call myself Jerome in Denver, Colorado.
Jerome in Denver.
How are you doing today?
Doing good, yep.
Good, man. This is sort of a 2-part little thing, and I'll be quick. I've been trying to bring my best friend into the red pill relatively recently. I'd say within the last 6 months or so. He has had some really just bleeped up relationships, and I've been there to kind of watch all of them. He works up in Alaska on the oil fields, and he tells me there's not much to choose from and pick from for women. So one of them, straight out of the Filipino jungle, she stole his identity, opened credit cards in his name. He stayed with her. He dated another gal, 2 kids. Not to be mean, she looks like a dude. That same kind of Filipino look.
Oh, wow.
And so I think back to like when we were kids, right? Like we were going up to some races with his dad, and I'll be real quick with this.
Okay.
His dad was bawling in the front seat, telling him that he wanted the love and a touch of a woman and that his marriage was failing. This all kind of goes back to Bryson, and I just want to throw out a few things to your listeners, Donovan, and I'm sure you'll agree with this. With Bryson, you have a boy coming on the way. Hopefully that kid's yours. Make sure, but you have a responsibility to raise that kid, give him this knowledge, and lead by example.
Right.
Because they probably will not end up together, Donovan.
No,
and
they
he's
won't.
going to spend a lot of time with mom.
That's right.
Right? And she's going to end up spending, hopefully, the same amount of time with the dad. But it's so important for all of us to lead by example with our nephews, our children. I don't personally have kids, but
sure.
Whether you're a big brother, whatever it is, we have to lead by example.
I agree.
I go back to my friend's dad. I mean, that's what he had to grow up from. So he has no idea how to survive in a relationship. He has TV, media, Disney,
right,
all this bull crap
all
in his head, and then a dad who didn't teach him the way, and it's so important that we do that. I love your content, man. You do such a great job. I just can't tell you enough to spread this word, guys. We're in a time where it's so important to do so. If we don't, it could have catastrophic implications. You know what I mean? So thanks for all you do, Donovan. I just wanted to say that again. Just lead by example and keep this red pill thing going.
Thank you for the call, Jerome in Denver. Yeah, Bryson, hopefully you're still listening, man. Listen to Jerome. He knows what he's talking about. Let me shout out a couple of super chats before we get back to the phone lines. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says, female insecurities are lucrative. Derek Jackson knows this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I Bramblebush says, fatties act submissive, feminine, and develop all the domestic skills because they fucking have to. The same as ugly girls. They will lose the weight, so will all those qualities. It's a con. Bingo! Bingo! A woman will never act submissive if she doesn't want to or have to, right? I will never know if Devin is a naturally submissive woman. She is submissive to me, right? Very, very good comment. Very good comment. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 901. Area code 901, you're on live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Yes, my name is Xavier Taylor from Memphis, Tennessee.
Xavier in Memphis. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you? I had a quick question.
Sure.
I was watching your video one time, and me and my girlfriend were talking about moving in and getting married.
Oh, God.
And I remember you said if she angled for commitment first, then you can put in your request for whatever you wanted. So I told her that, okay, cool. I don't date people who go to clubs, yada, yada, this and that. Mm-hmm. And she was like, cool. So, I found out recently that she went to the club, and I was like, hey,
yeah, that's it.
I don't date people who go to clubs. You remember I told you this, blah, blah, this and that. And I was like, hey, you got to get out. Because I told you, And the first time she tried to hide it from me, and I was like, hey, I told you I don't date people in clubs. We got into a big argument about it, and she was like, it was just one time. But I was like, hey, if it happened one time, it happened again. So,
Listen, man.
What's your opinion?
Listen, my opinion is that you did the right thing. Number one, never argue with women, right? You dictate. Okay. Listen, you dictate, she follows. You say what you have to say. Now, you can have discussions with women. I've known Dev now for 4 years. Jesus fucking Christ, time's flying. I've known her for 4 years. 4 years. Been in a relationship with her for 2.5 years. Have never gotten into an argument with her. I have raised my voice at her. I have shouted at her. Okay? I have absolutely berated her at times. I've gotten loud with her. We've never gotten into an argument. It's never been back. No. Don't argue with women. You dictate terms like you dictate what it is. And if she wants to argue with you, you remove yourself from the situation. That's the first thing. But yeah, listen, you handled that situation perfectly, Xavier. And listen, you need to change the battery. Need to change that AA or that 9-volt battery in your smoke detector. Better do that quick. Let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 347. Area code 347. A lot of callers from New York today. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name and your location?
Hey, Donovan. It's Algo from New York. What's up?
Hey, Algo. What's going on, man?
Not too much. I wanted to get your advice on something because I had a recent set of events going through my mind, and I want to get the professor's take on it. Right?
Okay, let's do it.
There's this girl I know. She's a bartender, and she does tables at another bar.
Okay.
At the bar she does tables at, I went in. She saw me, and she, him give me a hug. She's like, give me a hug and kiss. Now, bear in mind, this is a married woman. A kiss is supposed to be like a peck on the cheek type of kiss.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm a tall dude. She's a short lady. It landed on my neck. I was like, okay, but it was like a long one on the neck, too. I say, no big deal. I was there to meet a chick. I met the chick. We had a drink, went our separate ways, and I just go, and she's like, hey, how do you know my algo, right? This is the girl I know. She's like, how do you know my algo? I'm like, we met at so-and-so. Yeah, we met at so-and-so. I was like, oh, okay. And that was that. I didn't think about it too much. Went back to that bar again. She was doing tables again. And as I'm leaving and we're walking out, this is information she volunteers to me that, especially don't tell anyone this, but, I'm thinking about divorcing my husband. I was like, damn, how come? What happened? She's like, well, I'm just not happy anymore, like, so on and so forth. And I was just like, how come? She's like, well, since I moved here to San, I was like, how long has this been? It's been like 3 years. Like, oh, boy. Wow. I was like, all right. And then, like, things start spinning in my head. This is before I came to the red pill, but things start spinning in my head. I'm like, okay, why is she volunteering this? What's up with the kiss? What's up with the whole, how do you know my algo?
Yeah, right.
Shit like that. So I want to, now that I'm watching all this, I keep putting the pieces together, and I want to hear your breakdown.
Yeah, this one is actually very easy to diagnose. She's not going to divorce her husband, Algo. She wants you to think that she's going to divorce her husband so that you will fuck her. Women do this all the time. They know that most men won't fuck a woman they know is married. So they'll say things like, well, we're separated, or we are in the process of getting divorced. Like, they'll say things like that and still be living with their husbands, having sex with their husbands, and the husband is none the wiser, right? Well, why do you wear a wedding ring? Well, I have to keep up appearances until dude, I've heard all of these before. What this woman wants to do is she wants you to fuck her, but she knows that most men don't fuck married women, so she's telling you that she's going to get a divorce. That's all there is to it. Now, whether or not you want to fuck this broad, that's up to you. But I'm telling you right now, she's not going to divorce her husband. The reason why she's telling you she's going to divorce her husband is because she wants to convince you to fuck her. She thinks that you will fuck her if you think she's getting a divorce. She's not going to divorce.
That makes perfect sense, because we're just acquainted, right? We're friends. We don't go out and do activity. I only see her when she works. So now it makes sense why she volunteers that information, but says to me, don't tell anyone. It's like, yo, we're not close like that. I don't see why you need to trust me with that shit. Why you even feel like it's relevant to bring it up. But now, what you just said, that makes perfect.
Yeah, the reason why she doesn't want you to tell it. Right, the reason why she doesn't want you to tell anyone is because she's not divorcing your husband.
Yeah. Because he'll be like, what? She never told me that.
Yeah, right.
That's probably going to be their reaction.
She only wants you to know because she wants you to fuck her. That's all there is to that one. Thanks for the call. I'll go in New York. I liked this call yesterday. John Rampage says, can you put this up on Sharpe Stream as well? Yes, I will in a week. Anytime I pull down a video off of YouTube, like I'm going to do this one now, my patrons always get to watch it first. So 1 week from today, this video will be up on Sharpe Stream, but it's going to be on Patreon immediately. I'm taking this off of YouTube, putting it on Patreon. Got 4 more callers, 305-702, 312, and 318. Let's go to area code 305. Area code 305, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name and location? Area code 305. Area code 305. Calling area code 305. Going once. Going twice. 305's gone. Area code 702. Area code 702. You're in Vegas. You're on live at Donovan. What is your name? I'm assuming you're in Las Vegas.
Hey, what's going on, Donovan, man? It's your boy Jason, man, because I called in one time before, man. Also known as Building Stuff 702.
Ah, yeah, what's up, man? How you doing, Jason?
To the YouTube people.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's happening, man? Nah, what I'm going to say is this, man, whether they fat, skinny, whatever, all the rules apply the same.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because they all going to do the same tactics. They all try to play you. So
that's right.
When people think that you're going to get easy ass with a fat chick or whatever, you won't. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to deal with bullshit.
Straight up.
I just dealt with one, me and her was close, you know what I'm saying, when we was friends, you know what I'm saying, she used to be big, the next thing you know, you look on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, she having a baby.
Yep.
There you go, so it's like, and what you had said was a good point. You had said it to somebody a while back. You had said that all the reason why people do with chicks from who are really not into or whatever is because sexual market value is low. They don't see themselves as high value men.
Right. That's right. They don't have any other options.
That's the point, period, right there. You know what I'm saying? So when you elevate your status and you elevate your mental, the first and foremost, whether it be reading books, working out, eating right, all those things, when you start to elevate your energy, you start to attract the type of women from that you really want. Don't settle for somebody because you're horny and they want to give you some ass.
Trying to tell you,
man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can end up like old boy, you know what I'm saying, pregnant, you know what I'm saying, with a baby, I'm with somebody who you really don't want to be with. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter. That's just the truth, you know what I'm saying? So we have to stop playing this game of, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, she's giving it up and this and that. Yeah, that's cool, but guess what? The higher chicks are giving it up too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people think that there's this notion that you have to do all this extracurricular bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When a woman's just a woman.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what she tell you, how cocky she sound, how much money she make. At the end of the day, they all go through the same thing, and they all have similar with behavior patterns.
That's right.
You know, once you figure out those patterns of those particular women, man, pretty much any woman, whether she rejects you or accepts you, it doesn't matter. Nope. Because eventually, if you don't get her, you know, so you may not get her today, but you may get her next week on Wednesday.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? It's all about how she's feeling at that point in time. So so don't ever limit yourself and sell yourself short just because somebody's in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Nope,
and I'm telling you, when you start declining these women and you start giving sex so easy, because that's another reason why too. I know I'm going long-winded, but you have to get this out. That's the reason why women act the way how they act is because men out here, you feel me, giving up dick, you feel me, like motherfucking Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. Don't fuck anything that moves. Don't fuck anything
when you
that
giving
moves.
it to them like that, they have no reason to want to change and want to be better.
That's right.
That's why Donovan, when I listen to you about your relationship, that's why you and Devin work so well. Because for one, you set the standard, right?
That's right.
And also off top, whether you first night or the second night or within the first hour, you let her know from the jump. You feel me?
That's right.
This is what it is. A lot of men start trying to dictate shit after they done fuck with the bitch for like a year, or 6 months.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't come doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in from the gate. This is what I want. If she don't want to fuck with you because of that, guess what? Oh, well, date's over, night's over. You have a good night. You feel because they're going about your day. And I guarantee you, woman, one or two things. She will not fuck with you no more, of course. But number two, she would want you don't want with her and keep on trying to entertain you. And then guess what she's doing? Now she's working for validations. Now she's working to get that dick out of you. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to be the change in the balance and the.
Oh, well, I guess we lost. Let me see. Jason, you still there? I guess we lost Jason. Yeah, his signal's cutting in and out. Yeah, listen, Jason in Vegas made a very, very good point. So many dudes out here try to dictate terms after you've been fucking with a girl for like 6 months, year and a half. Right? 6 months goes by, you never made rules for her, you didn't train her, you didn't have any requirements of her. All of a sudden now, you listen to Donovan Sharpe, you listen to Coach Red Pill, you listen to Greg Adams, Rollo Tomasi, all those guys. Now you want to walk around like you're big shit. Guess what, man? She's not going to do that for you. Just because you tell her to do something doesn't mean she's going to do it. You need to set the tone from the start. That's the only way that's going to work. All right, 2 calls left. Area code 312. You're on Live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool. My name is Marcelo Thomas. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. All right, so here's my dilemma. I seem to only be able to attract women who already have children. Like the last woman I was with had 3 kids. Okay. And then the last time we fucked, I'm sorry, I know this on YouTube. I'm not trying to get you to my.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's fine.
But we're having sex, right? And as it goes, like you're gonna put a baby inside of me, and that scares me right off the jump. And so I pull out. We stop having sex. But there seems to be a trend. I can only seem to attract women who already have kids or want to become pregnant. I'm only 27 now. I'm still in college. I got my own place. I don't have. It's not like I got my own car in Chicago, but that's a big deal.
You don't need a car in Chicago. Yeah, I got you.
And so I must say that she was pregnant and she wanted me to come in and be the dad, and the kid wasn't mine. I knew for a fact it wasn't. She knew I wasn't. Because I think the only reason she came over so she could trap me with that kid she was pregnant with at the time.
Unbelievable, man. Listen, check this out. A lot of guys call me up or they'll send me emails. Donovan, I only seem to attract women with kids, right? So here's what you need to do. If you are only attracting women with kids, then you need to go out and approach women without kids. Okay, because understand this. Women are inundated with dick all the time. Women ain't coming after you. Women ain't coming after me. You got to go out and get them. A lot of guys like to be on the sidelines. Well, I like to let the women come to me, right? And then they get a little bit of confidence because women are hollering at you and they're like, well, damn, all right, well, I ain't get to do shit. Then all of a sudden, now it's like, damn, I can only attract women who have kids. That's because you're not out there actively approaching women. If you don't want to attract women with kids, then you need to be attractive to women without kids. That's the way that goes. You need to broaden that net, man. Start approaching women. Don't sit on the sidelines. Listen, you know the look of a woman who has kids. And thanks for the call. I didn't even get his name. But thanks for the call. But yeah, listen, man. If you seem to only attract women with kids, that is a you problem. You need to increase your value. Dude, women with kids don't even... Dude, when I'm out in public and I'm getting looks from women, none of them have kids. Because, dude, they look at me, they're like, dude, yeah, there's no way that he would ever date or fuck a woman with kids. Fuck no. They take one look at me and they're like, nope, If you are attractive enough, if you have your shit together... Women with kids won't even try to holler at you because they know you ain't trying to fuck with bitches with kids. That's how that is. Tighten up your game. Tighten up that game. All right, last call of the day. Area code 347. Area code 347. Oh, I'm sorry. Area code 318. Area code 318. You're on live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
How's it going, Brother Don? This is CJ, a.k.a. Howling Thunder 96. Just joined your crew and everything.
Yeah, good stuff, man. How you doing, CJ? Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Louisiana, sir.
Louisiana. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Listen, Don, I want to tell you right now, everything that you've been stating, sir, is just truly on point. I just truly hate that I was not able to get here much sooner to listen to your content.
Right.
And I want to tell you right now, I am guilty of this too, because I had a bang, the fat chicks and such. But at the end of the day, I never did take that time to, from my previous relationships and to get an understanding of myself and what I need to do to increase my value as a man.
Right.
And I want to say this much too, to any younger males or men out there from experience. I want to tell you right now, one, do not set your standard so low where you just go around and just begging fat chicks.
Right.
Because we got to get an understanding with this. Now, I have seen this myself before. Now, you have a lot. I work in the healthcare field.
Okay.
In the hospital, you be having a lot of older guys, coming in, and you have a lot of young, attractive females that work in the healthcare field or in the hospital.
Okay.
And they will be trying to make passes and trying to flirt with them, tell them, oh, you look so good, you look so pretty and everything, so I wish I could take you home, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
We got to ask ourselves this. Now, if a guy want to sell it with a fat chick, and just think about it, when he was doing the comparison of, a male who's 32, who's in the red pill game and everything,
Yep.
I mean, his red pill years is 22. I mean, he got a high value as a 22-year-old. Now, if we were to be older and you want to sell with that chick, will you still find that chick who's like 56 or 60 years old, who is overweight, out of shape, and barely could do anything? Will you still find her attractive? You got to ask yourself that.
Right.
Because there was a video that you did earlier, too, when it came to this, pretty much a woman who has hit the wall, who was 56, 60 years old, who could not submit to the man to have herself to dress accordingly so that way she can be attractive.
Right.
Because
she's
59
years
old. Her unattractive.
Yeah. The man, and listen, that was a great episode. Dude, she went on a date with this dude, right? Or she actually spent a weekend with this dude. Her name is Robin Korth, right? You guys can find her on it's about an old lady, right? It's actually on Sharpe stream. I had to take that one down too. And it's about a woman named Robin Korth who spent a weekend with a 55-year-old named Dave. Robin's 59, Dave's 55. Dave didn't fuck her that weekend. Robin asked her why. The guy said, because your body is too old. But according to her, Dave says, listen, I like little black dresses. There are things that you can do to hide your ears. And she said, how dare you? I will not diminish myself for your sexual pleasure. Bitch, you is 60 years old. You ain't got much of a choice. I'll give you the last word. I'll give you the last word, CJ in Louisiana.
All righty. Well, I will say this to the young men as well. 3 things. 1, do not sell yourself short, especially sell your standards so low that you would just bang anything and everything.
Right.
2, please do not take the advice of individuals that say, oh, you ought to go to the church house and everything and get you a church girl and everything. They are the biggest hoes out there. Believe me, I have seen it from experience.
Man, I'm telling you,
completely.
Man. Listen,
2 women.
Church hoes are the worst hoes, bruh.
Yes, most definitely. And I had number 3 in mind, but it escaped my mind. I was on a roll and everything. So,
no problem.
But other than that, last thing. Please, guys, please don't be like me or Bryson, because I fall victim to this.
Man.
Please do not date a woman above your age. Because they will say that age doesn't matter. No, age truly matters.
It matters. Listen, don't date a woman older than you. Don't date a woman heavier than you. Those are good rules of thumb. Thank you for the call, CJ in Louisiana. Guys, listen to CJ. CJ has learned these lessons. He has paid these prices. He has paid the price. Bryson, Bryson is a young guy. He's only 30, right? He's only 30. He can still have a life. But I'm going to tell you what, man. It's going to be touch and go there, Bryson. It's going to be touch and go. Great show today, man. Great show today. Let me shout out my super chatters. JS Felder, I Bramblebush, Al, Howling Thunder 96, a new member. Akil Simon, Hitman, Charles Reinhardt, Marcus 4489074. I assume that's probably his number. Maybe it's his number backwards. Who knows? Bill A. Thomas Munier, Ace and Spades. Al again. Janik. Whitney Young. Ashish Kaushik. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ace and Spades. Al is now a member, which is good. Beastly Nerd. Big Brandon. Marcellus Thomas. New York's ninth Wonder Pimped Out Geese is now a member. Ace and Spades. Mr. Crouch. The Free Agent, I Bramblebush, John Rampage, Marcellus Thomas just became a member. Tom Brokaw with the $5 super chat says, a woman is one of God's most beautiful creations. When she defiles that with excess fat, it's the same as littering in a national park. No fatties. True words never spoken. True words never spoken. Very good. Very good. Marcellus Thomas says, with the $5 super chat, says, thank you for your wisdom. My connection broke up. Guy who has to tighten up his game. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, Marcellus. Yeah, tighten up that game, Marcellus. Tighten up your game, bruh. Tighten up your game. My thanks goes out to my callers. Janik in Hong Kong, Greg in New Jersey, Jay in LA, Jay in New York, CJ in New York, Mike in Dallas, Bryson in Oregon. We're praying for you, Bryson. Mark in Wisconsin, Marcus in Miami, Brian in Tucson, Flip in New York, Jerome in Denver, Xavier in Memphis, Algo in New York, Jason in Vegas, and CJ in Louisiana. I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys calling into the show. Guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow afternoon. I would say around 5 o'clock for my pre-fight call-in Q&A. I'll be doing a post-fight show with Ed Lattimore after Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you Monday.